Hey, welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Horn. This is a show where I talk about a lot of VHS tapes, retro stuff, games, movies, comics, music, magazines, retro stuff, because I'm extremely old, and that's what we do when we're extremely old like me. So on this episode, I thought it would be time to go and check out some tapes on eBay again, because, you know, it's been a couple of weeks, and I want to see what's been updated on there. Now, what I'm going to look at tonight is X-Rental Horror Bundles. The classic. I'm going to see if I can get a bargain with at least one of the old tapes that I used to have in my collection before I sold it all off. So I don't want the entire collection back, but there are some key tapes that I would like to get back. But I'm a little reluctant to pay top dollar for them. There is something else I want to talk about as well before we go on, is that I'm a bit concerned that tape hunting in the wild is completely dead, and we are seeing a new age of this hobby. By that I mean I'm not seeing them in charity shops anymore. No one carries them. I'm not seeing them in like retro stores. No, I don't mean retro stores. I mean in random places, like when I was writing vhsatemybrain. The biggest toll I had was in a newsagent that used to be a video store. I'm not finding places like that anymore. They've either dried up or the tapes have been thrown away, that sort of thing. And of course, as I say, charity shops aren't carrying them, they're throwing them away. There is a charity shop nearby here that is carrying a few, but it's just like music ones, and I have given them my details in case they come across any X-Rental ones. I've sent them on the large boxes, and then I'll go and check out what they've got if they get any, but I'm not really holding out much hope. Now, having said that, there are a few places around Nottingham where I know that there are tapes available, such as That Weird Shop, shout out Zero, love That Weird Shop. Places like that that have a retro vibe to it, but you know, it's for a crowd that knows where they are. And it's more fun as a collector to find these things literally in the wild, you know, in charity shops, in antique stores, in weird little corners in places. That's part of the thrill of this thing. You never know what you're going to find, and I do think that that has kind of died now, and I want to try and change my mind with that. I'm going to try and start going to some more car boot sales, jumble sales, that sort of thing, because I don't think that beyond a lot of people putting them on eBay, I don't think I'm going to find them anywhere else at the moment. Please do let me know in the comments down below if that is wrong, and if you know of a fertile hunting ground where I might pick up some X-Rental goodness. But onto the video, let's go and check out some bundles on eBay. The first thing I've found here that I am going to check out actually isn't tapes. It's this batch of over 1,000 small box VHS sleeves. Now it's £120, but there's over 1,000 sleeves here, and that suggests to me that there's going to be something pretty good in there. I just want to have a quick scan over these and see if anything jumps out. So I see some boxing ones, there's some fitness videos, I see some like Dick Tracy, Doctor Who, Star Trek Voyager in there, Star Trek Next Generation, lots of TV ones, Wizard of Oz. I just wonder if there could be some gold in here as well. I see some Farscape postcards there. I loved Farscape at the time. So I'd imagine there'd be lots of favourites in here, but I'm not sure if it would really warrant 120 quid. But I just think it's a cool thing to see over 1,000 of these things together, because over 1,000 anything to do with VHS is a rarity now. It's Riverdance. I remember when, at the height of being able to buy tapes at like 10p, when I was, you know, picking up Rigera Deodato's Cut and Run for 10p from Extra Care in the Broadmarsh Centre, and stuff like that, picking up Return of Swamp Thing and stuff like that for 10p from Bernardo's. You would often see Riverdance tapes. There must have been a hell of a lot of Riverdance videos sold. Jeepers Creepers, nah, not really my thing. Blackadder, Miss Congeniality. How can you go wrong, Miss Congeniality? I see nothing's leaping out at me. That's a shame. I thought that was going to be cool. Oh well. Right, let's go back over to the bay and let's have a look at X-Rental Horror VHS bundle and see what happens. I want to see if I can find something cool that's not going to break the bank. That one looks nice at the start there. I'm going to open that one up there. But then I'm going to switch it to lowest price because I am cheap. I'm cheap, man. But that's because I have 2 kids, and you know I've got to pour all the cash in the world that I can get hold of into bringing those up to be decent members of humanity. but failing that, you know, at least make them interesting. So let's see what we've got here. 15 X rental videos bundle, Joel horror comedy rom-com. I think it's going to be a case where a lot of the bundles I find will have a horror element, but also have a crossover to other things. I don't want any Harry Potter. What would be cool is if I could get like a that one looks good, a batch that's got like horror, sci-fi, and martial arts in it, or horror, sci-fi, and early 80s screwball comedy. That would be fine by me. Oh yeah, I need to switch this to the UK as well. I generally don't buy from overseas, just because it has a tendency to not arrive where I am, or at least arrive in a safe way. So let's see what else we've got here. So we've got that one. I've got that one open. Chopping Mall. Can't go wrong with Chopping Mall. I love that tape. So this one was this Nightmare on Elm Street bundle there. That was on the last time I looked at these. I see so no one's bought it yet at £150. Dude, you need to knock that down to about 50, personally. So I don't think anyone's ever going to get it at that. 60 quid for a trauma video. See, this is one of my grails. This is one of the ones I really regret selling. It's got Neon Maniacs there. It's £35. I think I bought mine for about 10, and I sold it for about 25 or some 20 or something like that. And I really regret that leaving the collection, because it's just, look at it. It's everything you could want from a video. The tacky logo, the art that promises way more than the film delivers. I do love it, but it does deliver way more than the film itself. The art there. I really miss that tape, but it's not a bundle, so let's gloss over that for now, shall we? X rental bundle including 2 Betamax, and interesting. Clown House. I'll be getting that. Oh, look at that. There's a great copy of I Drink Your Blood there. I do recommend you see I Drink Your Blood. This isn't a bundle, but I'm just going to have a look at those tapes in the background. Oh man. So just in the background there, you can see some really cool stuff. There's Mardi Gras Massacre, there's SS Girls, there's Haunting of Julia, Blood Beach, Hell Night, The Hearse, another copy of I Drink Your Blood, City of the Living Dead, Bloody Moon. What's that at the back? I can see, is that a Werewolf Woman? I see the Mad Butcher there. I Dismember Mama. There's some crazy tapes there, but that's, again, not a bundle. If it was a bundle for that price, I would be into that. Let's have a look at this one that I got open here. Okay, these are mass market ones by the look of it. They don't look like they're X-rental. However, I watched so many of these as a kid. I wholeheartedly love the Blair Witch Project, and the Blair Witch Project is a great film. And it was one of those where I was working for an indie film company at the time, and I was seeing that at the cinema, thinking, why didn't we think of doing something like this? There's The Crow City of Angels, which visually is good. Story-wise is not good. But hey, it had Mia Kirshner in it, and she was great in that. We've got The Crow Stairway to Heaven with Mark Dacascos as Eric Draven, the TV series, the short-lived TV series. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a nice attempt at translating that thing, that particular property. But I can see why it didn't really take off. And some other regular ones there, like Army of Darkness, Species 2. Species 2 shows up a lot in these things. That's not one that's grabbing my attention really. This one that's cool though. So we've got Komodo, so the knockoff version of Anaconda. We've got Lamberto Bava's A Blade in the Dark as the Vipco version, so it will be a terrible transfer, but hey, I like Vipco stuff. We've got we've got one of the Salvation Vampire movies. We've got The Slayer, and we've got Fist Fighter. Is that yeah, it's Matthias Hughes, that one. So Fist Fighter there, that's a cool one. It's a sort of great martial arts movie that I would want on my shelf. See, if I couldn't find a horror movie when back in the day, I would look out for martial arts movies, to the point where I got heavily into the martial arts movies for a while. Never done a martial arts myself. I really should. I think that'd be good for my health. I'm trying to sort my health out. I've been working on my arms. I've been working on my arms with weights. Oh my god, Mutant Hunt. But you know, middle age now, so I need to be a bit better about these things. My god, there is a copy of Mutant Hunt on eBay. This is not a drill. honestly, read up about Mutant Hunt if you're not familiar with it. It's one of the Empire movies that Charles Band was involved with, where a poster was done, a poster was created, and then a movie was made around the poster. And I love that. There is an attempt at recreating the poster image inside the movie, but it doesn't look like it. But I wholeheartedly recommend a book called Empire of the Bees. All about the movies that Charles Band did in the Empire era. Oh my god, it's crazy. I love the idea of just handing people posters and saying, make this movie. Could you imagine having to fit that stuff in? Okay, let's see what we've got here. I'm not seeing any of these that are leaping out at me as having stuff that I may be interested in. That's a shame. That is a shame. Okay, what's this one? Preset job lot. Spasms comes up a lot. That's one I bought for 50p. I think my VTC copy of Spasms and sold on. Ah, that bloody New Year looks awesome with the embossed cover. I love that. Night Ride Alcatraz. Elm Street 4 X rental. Price on these Elm Street movies has gone right up. So I'm still familiar with them being cheap because they were, you know, the common ones amongst horror movies. Oh, Black Rose is 60 quid. Ah. Hello, this one looks promising. That's more like it. Okay, so we've got, these aren't X rental ones, these are again mass market ones. However, we've got Poltergeist 3, Deadly Friend, Elm Street 4, which I've got, Halloween, which I've got, but there's also Ghoulies 3, the VHS Phantasm, and Friday the 13th, the final chapter. That's good. That is a good lot. Let me have a look at that Ghoulies 3 cover, because that looks awesome. Yeah, Deadly Friend, I like that movie about the robot lady. Ghoulies Go to College, look at the state of that cover, that's great. That's so bad. Let's have a look at the tapes on this. I may have to put a bid in on this. That's okay. I'm not seeing any signs of mold. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. That is awesome. Let's put a bid on that. I'll probably get sniped. I generally get sniped. Let's put a $5 on it. I may go higher. Let's we'll see. We'll see how far it goes, but that is really cool. So when you guys watch this, anyone watching this, feel free to snipe me. I just as long as stuff goes to a collector that is going to be cherishing these things and appreciating them, and not just like selling them on, at least watch them, at least enjoy them first. I'm absolutely fine with that. I don't mind getting sniped if it's by someone like you, especially because you clearly have good taste by watching this, don't you? I'm going to go and have a look at the seller's other items as well, just to see what they've got going on there, see if there's anything else. So that's the one I've just bid on. Sega bundle, that looks interesting. Some figures, DS bundles, some Warhammer books. They're having to clear out, and that's pretty cool. There's an Arrow bundle there. That looks promising. Arrow, you know my love for Arrow Video. They're a great company. Absolutely adore that company. So that's Salo. I don't want Salo in the house. Not with kids that are getting curious about my movie collection. You know. Lots of stuff there. Don't think it's me. I've got this. I've got what I want from that bundle. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. This preset VHS job lot is preset. Let's have a look at these presets. So, Tangier, No Time to Die. It's not James Bond. Kent State and Killer. No, there's nothing I want there out of those. That's a shame, but it looks cool. But that's the sort of bundle I want. Even though they're not X-Rental, there's some good titles there, especially Ghoulies 3 and Deadly Friend and Friday the 13th Final Chapter. You can't go wrong for that price. So let's see what else we can get here, if there's any more. Dude, is that it? Oh man. Let's do X-Rental VHS bundle. I want some big box action. Got to be some good big box stuff here. I mean, the sort of the ilk of things that I'm looking for in terms of big box things. Where is it? Where's my class of 1999? There it is. One moment. Maybe some crossover stuff. Maybe some crossover stuff like class of 1999. So it was, you know, it was sci-fi, it was action. There's a little bit of horror in there, all kinds of stuff. This is a great tape. Ignore the sequel because that was toss. This is the real deal. This is a great, great film. Love this one. So I also like stuff that crossed a load of stuff over. So let's see what else you can find here. So I think I'm just going to find a load of rom-coms here. But I will let you know how I go with that. That one I've put a bid on. I don't want Chubby Brown. Thank you very much. Okay, this one looks like an interesting seller. There's some lesser known titles here. There's some stuff that doesn't pop up a lot. So, as ever, remember, if you see someone that looks promising but they're not selling, it's not like something you'd be after, go and have a look at their other items. You may find something cool. 38 blank recordable tapes. Did a video all about those. Oh, I want to see what's on these used ones. They look fun. Let's take a look at these other ones here. And no more ex-rental bundles that are grabbing my attention there. That is a shame. Let's have a look at these blank used recordable ones before I move on. So we've got Gremlins 2, ITV. Silence of the Lambs and Neil Young. Now there's a terrifying pairing. Indiana Jones and Lost Crusade. That's the Last Crusade, dude. Temple of Doom. Logan's Run. Got Logan's Run on there. That's quality. And we've got Jewel of the Nile and Romancing the Stone. A good pairing. I reviewed those elsewhere on the channel. That is a good pairing. Let's see what's on these other ones. Verve, like, no. Neil Young, no. Definitely record over these. Bob Marley, that's not so bad. That's all music ones. Not really something I'm looking for these days. But that is cool anyway. I did wonder for a while what the legality would be of selling recorded VHS tapes and stuff off the TV, you know, stuff that had been taped off the TV. I did wonder what the legality of that would be in terms of selling on eBay, but it does seem to be that people just don't care anymore. They don't think too much time has passed. Oh, okay, some more stuff's popping up here. Let's have a look here. Not seeing anything like horror or sci-fi really. Oh, what's in this one? £40. Let's see what's in this one. Let's also have a look at this one for $69.99. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got 6 Chuck Norris movies. That's not a bad batch. There's only one big box X rental there, so not something I'd really get. Let's have a look here. So this is £40 for 19 times X rental big box VHS. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got Buddy Song, The Firm, Fearless, Judge Dredd, I'd have that. End of Days, maybe. Tequila Sunrise, Blade. Blade's not a bad one. Not particularly one that I'd be after. Street War on Cobra Video, that's very... that is rather obscure. That's not a bad one. Jennifer, I'd have that. Again, it's not enough of my sort of thing in order to warrant it. So I do think the way is collectors, maybe some car boot sales. But the reason I keep doing videos on eBay, the reason I keep looking for horror on eBay is because the market always changes. It has periods where there's loads of stuff. It has periods where there's almost nothing available, and it has periods where the prices go up and down. So I create these videos so I can kind of keep an eye on things that are coming out. See, there's lots of single ones here. The Eternal, the terrible remake of Carnival of Souls, Rage, Carry 2, which I've got up there. I like that movie. Devil's Advocate, Fallen, No, nothing's doing today. That's not great. That's not great. Let's see. Let's finish this on a high. Let's do VHS horror bundle. I think now a lot of horror movies, people have wised up to horror movies being something that you would want to buy on eBay. That people do want to buy on eBay, and that there is definitely a market for it. So I understand that a lot of them will be sold singly now. And the ones that we put in batches, it's not going to be so much rare stuff now, but it's always worth a look, because you can never predict these things. As much as I say you can look at this, look at that, you could never really predict completely what's going to happen. That looks good. That's a promising one, so I'm pleased with that. Let's go and have a look at that batch there. And that one there. Come on, have we got one more? Have we got one more that looks promising? There's Hidden and Hidden 2 for $14.99. That's not bad. You don't see Hidden 2 around very often. So I do maintain that it is really worth looking out for things that look promising. And just keeping an eye on the market, because it does vary and it does change. I see we've got Warlock and Warlock the Armageddon there. Rest in peace, Julian Sands. You were great in those. Absolutely superb in those. See, there's a good bundle. We've got The Fly, Jacob's Ladder, The Exorcist, and Hellraiser 3. There's an 80s cartoons one there. I need to do a video on 80s cartoons on VHS. And that might be my next one. I think that might be the next time. The next time we go and have a look around these, the hallowed halls of eBay looking for horror movies. I think next time, my next tape hunt will be 80s cartoons, because that's right up my street. Right, let's check these out that I've got here. So we've got this VHS bundle that has Running Man and The Terminator in a double film pack. Those are always cool. House 2, yep. Scanners, hell yes. And some slipcase ones. Gog, Reptilicus, these are not like they've been recorded off the TV. And Kiss of the Vampire, but with artwork on it. Yeah, I like those that have been taped off the TV. They look cool. Yeah, I'm up for that. That's cool. I like that. That's not a bad one for £7. Definitely with House 2 and Scanners there. That's definitely well worth it. And if you're an Arnie fan, you can't go wrong with a double tape box set. What have we got here? Darkman, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. See, further down you've got Torture Garden and you've got Darkman there. That's a good pairing, and that Darkman is a slipcase, so that's one you don't see around much at all as well. I did have the X rental of Darkman, and I thoroughly regret that, selling that on. We've got a nice bundle here, £15, featuring Wishmaster 1, House 3, and Christine. Not sure about that. I think it's Wishmaster that puts me off, because I see Wishmaster a lot, but House 3, the horror show with Brian James, that was great fun. That was great fun. Like the height of the sort of Freddy craze. So a lot of companies want to try and create a new Freddy. Tried it with Shocker, tried it with Trick or Treat, tried it with House 3, the horror show. Didn't really ever work. Now this is a cool one. This is a cool one for the really old school fans. We've got $15.99, 4 tapes here, but there's more than 4 movies, because we've got Twins of Evil, we've got Horror of the Black Museum, we've got Vampire Circus, and we've also got a double Vampire Circus and Countess Dracula. Actually, there's 2 copies of Vampire Circus, so there is only 4 movies there, but those are really cool. The double bill tapes are great. So as ever, go and look at what you want to check out. Go and look at things that may be adjacent to what you want to check out, and see if the sellers have got anything cool for you there. And thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Haunt. Please do like and subscribe. Keep your eyes out for any tapes in the wild. Let me know where they are. I may be able to get to them and do some filming there. Hey, I'd love to hear about where you are and where you are finding your tapes. Are you still able to find them in the wild anywhere? Please do let me know down below. For now, thanks for watching this episode of Planet Hex.